The question pops up on social media from time to time. If you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be? Most people's answers have to do with relationships or credit-ruining purchases. My advice to 7, 13, or even 17-year-old me would be, voice acting is a thing. Become a voice actor. Voice acting is so much more than just cartoons. It's documentary narration, GPS voices, smart speakers, toys, and more. And if you can get in good, your career can be legendary, even if people don't know your name or what you look like. My name's Moxie, and this is your Brain on Facts. Wireless operators on ships, both military and merchant, had only heard Morse code coming through their headphones until Christmas Eve of 1906, when they heard a human voice singing "O Holy Night" with violin accompaniment, and afterwards reading a passage from the Bible. This was heard by ships along the Atlantic northeast coast and from shore stations as far south as Norfolk, Virginia. A repeat broadcast was heard on New Year's Eve as far south as the West Indies. The voice was that of Canadian inventor and mathematician Reginald Fessenden, who was responsible for establishing the first transatlantic wireless telegraphic communication and what is considered to be the first voice work. Fessenden was excited by Alexander Graham Bell's new device, the telephone, and set out to create a way to remotely communicate without wires. In 1900, working for the United States Weather Bureau, Fessenden recorded the very first voiceover, a test he made reporting the weather. The following year, Guglielmo Marconi, who is often credited as the father and inventor of radio, became the first person to transmit signals across the Atlantic Ocean. Though wireless communication was invaluable in World War I, broadcasts to the public were largely regional, amateur affairs. The first radio news program was broadcast on August 31, 1920, by station 8MK in Detroit, Michigan, which survives today as an all-news CBS station. The first college radio station began broadcasting 2 months later from Union College in Schenectady, New York. And is that ever not fun to say? Schenectady. Around the same time, station 2ADD, call letters were weird in the beginning, aired what is believed to be the first public entertainment broadcast in the U.S., a series of Thursday night concerts that could initially only be heard within a 100-mile or 160-kilometer radius, later expanding to 1,000 miles or 1,600 kilometers. It wasn't much, but it was the start of broadcast voice work.